Oh, hey guys, I didn't realise you were there. Matt Bartram here from Warrior Fitness and Health. You just caught me reading one sentence of a book. What the hell has that got to do with today's free life training? Right, Matt Bartram here, Warrior Fitness and Health. You know, I coach busy people to create fitter and healthier lifestyles with my PT, my boot camps and my nutritional consultations. Today's free life training, we're going in quick, we're going in hard, we're going in simple. We're going to get this job done so you can take the learning and you can apply it into your life. In this very short, quick training vlog, I'm going to give you a very simple two-step process for you to establish any brand new habit. Because we've all been there, haven't we? We've wanted to establish a new habit. We've tried, we've done it for 2 or 3 days and then it drops off and then it fails and then we think we're a failure. It's because you don't know the way to do it. Let's learn. Right, the two-step process to simple habit building. Before we go into that, you need to understand how do we create a brand new habit and what are the stages of it, okay? So stage number 1 of a brand new habit is we've first got to create a tiny, minute, small habit, almost like we've planted a seed in the garden. This habit we need to nurture every single day, but it's going to be tiny. It shouldn't take any time in any way, shape or form. That's going to take 3 to 4 weeks. Once we have got that tiny seedling of a habit established, it's now time to throw the water on it and the sun and the nutrients. We now need to grow the habit into something a little bit bigger. That's going to take 3 to 4 weeks. And then after that 6 to 8 week period, we've now got to turn it into a lifestyle where we can step back and it's going to happen automatically within our days because we've spent the last 6 to 8 weeks nurturing and growing the habit. Now we can shove it somewhere within our lifestyle where we don't have to think about it. It's going to happen automatically. Okay, if you're live with me right now or if you're viewing this on replay, just type the word live, say hello Matt, type the word replay. Let me know you're with me right now or some point in the future when I send this video out, when I'll reshare it. Right, let's go into the 2 steps of establishing a brand new habit. Right, at the start of this, you saw me reading one sentence of a book. There is the clue. When you're establishing a brand new habit, you've got to think, what is the simplest version of this I can do every single day? So it becomes absolutely the simplest option to do rather than a big obligation. Again, it should be the simplest version of something that you can do with ease. That's a little bit embarrassing if you don't get to do it. It should not be a massive obligation. Let me give you some examples. If you want to start reading a little bit more, put a book in sight. Maybe read one sentence or one chapter every day and then put the book down and crack on with your life. You should be able to read one sentence a day or one chapter a day. It shouldn't take up many time because you're just trying to start off a little seedling of a habit. It should be tiny. It should be a small option, not a massive obligation. Let's imagine you wanted to start, I don't know, stretching to open up them hips and lower back or the quads or something. You don't need to invent a 1/4 of an hour stretching routine. Find one key stretch to do. Do that for 30 seconds of a day and then crack on with the rest of your day. But you should be doing it every day. It should be a tiny, small option that you're doing daily for 3 to 4 weeks that shouldn't add any pressure onto your day. Let's imagine you wanted to start eating more fruit in the day. You know, you're 5 a day. You're not going to go in with 5 a day. You may decide with, I don't know, with every time you eat something, you have 1 grape. So you're becoming the kind of person that eats fruit daily. Again, the big summary of stage 1 or step 1 of developing a new habit, it should be a small, tiny option, not a complicated obligation. And you should be able to fit it into your day and do it every single day for 3 to 4 weeks, or that magic 21 days that we hear about. So that is step one. Step number two is all about growing the habit into a lifestyle. Okay, so every single day you've decided you're going to read one chapter or one sentence a day. It's going to take you between 10 seconds and 2 minutes. Once I've done that, I'm now going to tick it off on some sort of piece of paper that's somewhere on the fridge or on your desk or in your journal. You're going to tick off every day when you have done that habit. Okay? Because let me tell you, this is the most important part of establishing the habit. Okay? When you do a simple, tiny action, you are registering a vote for the kind of person you want to be. A little bit like an election where we vote for people to go in and to look after us as part of the government and all that sort of stuff. Okay? Every time you take an action, you are creating a vote for the kind of person you want to be. So every time I read a chapter or a sentence of my book, I am registering the vote for Matt becoming a reader. Every time I do my 30-second stretch, and then I'm building it slowly over the weeks, I'm registering a vote for a supple person as part of exercise. Every time I eat one grape a day, or one tiny glass of water if I'm trying to get more hydration into me, I am registering a vote for Matt being a healthy person who eats fruit and drinks water. If I drink alcohol every weekend, I'm registering the vote to say that every weekend I am a drinker. Every time I exercise, and that can be between 3 and 5 times a week, I'm registering a vote to myself to say I am an exercising healthy person. Do you see where I'm going with this? So, summary, how to establish a brand new habit in the simplest possible way. Step one, whatever habit you want, find the simplest, smallest seedling that you can do every single day. It should take less than 30 seconds. And then every day when you do it, log down and register a vote for the kind of person you want to be, so you can see an audit trail and evidence of what you've done. And then after 3 weeks, you can stretch the habit. You can maybe then read 1 page of a book, 1 page and 1 chapter. You can maybe go up to a handful of grapes. You can maybe go on to a slightly bigger glass of water. You could maybe go on to 2 stretches instead of 1. But in essence, you're going to start off with a small, tiny seedling of a habit that takes 0 time. And over time, you're going to gradually grow it, nurture it, and love it, and have an evidence trail so you can see your successes. Right, folks, that's it. I hope you found that helpful. If you have, I'd like you to write helpful or brilliant, or I've done this before, or I'm going to try this. Or more importantly, if you've watched this live, type the word live. If you've watched it on replay, type the word replay. And if you've listened to this and you thought, you know, there's somebody who needs to hear this, a best friend, a family member, a relative, or someone, press share, tag them in, and send it on its way. It's all free info, not selling anything. But if I can help you further in a one-to-one basis regarding PT, thank you. Someone just typed amazing. Oh, it's Anisha. Anisha, hello. Right, if you think I could help you one-to-one in some PT or coaching or nutritional boot campy kind of way, send me a message. Let's start a conversation. If not, have a good week. See you all soon.